From Young Paging, Lydia, do you think that in the long run the church is one of the only solutions? What about the rest of you? I don't think just community is enough.
Yes, I think the answer is yes. And I was actually listening to Jordan Peterson talk to Douglas Murray and Jonathan Pago. I think that's how it's pronounced. And they were talking about church and what it means to go and attempt to practice like these good qualities, even just 1 hour a week. Like that's more than other people are doing. I think that's absolutely crucial. I don't know what you guys think, but I think that's the only way.
I unfortunately went to Catholic school, so the religion was kind of beat out of me after 13 years in the Catholic school system. But I will say, now living in the South, like people in New England and I'm sure California and stuff all think that like the Jesus people are these horrible, judgmental, awful people. But in the South, they are the friendliest, most welcoming, non-judgmental people. And I feel like if I had been raised in that kind of religious culture, I would probably still be going to church and still be involved in that. And I kind of wish that I could be, because like all of the events they have, the social events, the potlucks, for the things for kids. Like I just joined 2 weeks ago. The next meeting is actually tomorrow. It's called like the Mothers of Preschoolers, but they
MOPS,
MOPS. They expanded it to moms in all stages, and it was amazing. I mean, and they brought in some scripture and stuff like that, but it was so much fun. I met amazing people. I had good food. They already sent me a little postcard and said how happy they were that I was coming. And I ended up sitting next to a woman who has a podcast about home births, and I'm like really into the crunchy mom thing now.
That's great.
It was just
I hope it's not called miscarriage.
Yeah.
No. That's really funny.
That would be terrible name.
It's Mrs. Carriage to you.
Oh my God. But yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about though, because that's not necessarily you going and sitting in a sermon or being like beaten in a class in a Catholic school. It's like actual community, like hands-on, supporting moms who have like a bunch of little kids and just kind of need some I think encouragement.
I think the church force needs to really step up their game, because I never felt or wanted to be more religious. But when I noticed like the presence of evil like staring me in the face, it's like, oh, okay, I guess I need to get more into religion because we need to fight this back. But it's like, I think the church side of things needs to like just step it the fuck up, like not fight the way they're doing it, but because there's such a lack of religion and faith, and it's allowed like this evil to seep in so many different ways. It's like there's no community, there's like the family's breaking down, friendship, like so now when you have an absence of these things, you can let like the science seep in and replace religion. You can let cutting off body parts replace like community or whatever.
JP Sears actually did a really good video about it where he talked about something about how he believes in evil now and like what changed his mind, and he talked about all of that stuff. It was a really good video.
Like I don't see ads. There should be ads for churches like on Twitter and Instagram. Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, are you having a bad day? Check out this. Like, why am I not? I don't know. I just think they need to be out here more.
So one of the things that I noticed when I was growing up was that there was this really deep sense of comfort in the US about being a Christian. Because we are a Christian country, there's no persecution. There certainly wasn't at the time. Now I feel like there's a lot more antagonism towards Christians. But it's like they 100% got complacent. This is actually something, if you're familiar with the Bible, God actually says in Revelation that because this particular church, because like he goes through a number of different churches in different cities, and he says, because you're neither hot nor cold, I will spit you out of my mouth. I want nothing to do with someone who doesn't commit one way or the other. And I feel like almost all American churches have gone completely woke or weak. Like they're really, really weak. They have they won't take a strong stance on anything. And I think it would be much better for them to take a strong stance so that people could either be like, you know what, I don't agree with that, I'm going to find a different place to go. Or just be like, we're completely woke. And this is something you see in DC with all the pride flags and everything. And it's like, I'm curious how the pride flag meshes up with the Bible, because given what I understand from the Bible, it's not real compatible. But they're trying to court both, and they're losing both. That's how it works. So.
Yeah, that's a really good point. They're woke or weak.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Baby wants to make a point.
Singing
She's like,
section back there.
Oh my
Yeah, she's
god.
hanging out. Hey.
This thing
Oh,
can do
yeah.
a Mayr onesie for Liberty Baby. Oh,
Yeah.
baby
Aw.
doll.
You should get her a SimpCast onesie. That would be so cute.
That would
Aw,
be cute.
boot
That'd
cast.
be pretty cool.
Bootcast.
I
Not
need one of those
bootcast.
t-shirts. I didn't even know it was there, but I need to get one now.
It was just reminded me when you said that you had some merch that was too spicy. I also had some merch that was banned off of my store a couple years ago.
Wow, what was it?
It was I made a fake logo. It was like the Liberty Doll Boogaloo Club, and it had two crossed ARs. And
Oh,
and after
I love
that
it.
went from being a meme to like a white nationalist
Oh,
militia,
God.
quote unquote, my drop shipper actually kicked all of it out.
wow.
Everything that had that logo. So if you have one of those shirts now, it's limited
They're so
edition.
That's
So I
wanna
redid
make
the
a-
logo, and now I'm calling it the Luau Club.
But like, where are they? Because I've been trying to find one for months to ask questions. Like, they don't got to show their face, but I cannot. I've
Can't find a
asked.
single one.
People have tried to help me find one because I just want to talk to them. Like, what the fuck? You don't have to show your face, but I can. And people are like, I don't know. I even asked people like in the deep south. They don't know. Where are they? Like, where are they? Like, seriously.
This is why that FBI agent came out talking about
exactly.
how
I'm like, where are
they're
all
inflating
these
their
fucking
numbers.
crazy white
Mhm.
supremacists?
Wow.
At? Like, geez.
It doesn't
I thought it'd be
make
so
sense.
easy to find one.
From John Thomas Liberty Doll, did you see the book by Sophie Lewix, Abolish the Family?
No, I did not.
Lewix. I saw a tweet the other day talking about how we need to get rid of the family and be like, and I just commented, I was like, evil always destroys. This looks like evil to me. Because if you, they're talking about destroying the kitchen, you know, where we all build the community that we have and cook food for each other. Yeah, and it's just like, that's totally insane.
Because the kitchen, you want to cook good food. And if we get rid of the kitchen, then you can just eat bugs in your room.
Yeah,
exactly. In your pod. Truly.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Right, because the kitchen is like, that's a family room. That's like,
right. Well, remember Black Lives Matter was talking about abolishing the nuclear family. They took that off their website. I was like, that's really, you guys let the mask slip there because I feel like that's what they've been aiming for the whole time. It's adorable.
From Jake, Gomorrah was destroyed for conforming their god symbols to justify sin, which is called synchronism. Churches and gays commit this sin via rainbow flags. Aha.
Interesting. Yeah, I would say that's part of what's made the church in America really soft and lukewarm, was trying to balance the culture with their beliefs. Like, your beliefs are 6,000 years old. Maybe you should stick to those instead of trying to go with what became popular 6 years ago.
And then bully them into it. It's all bullying.
Right.